My girlfriend wants to go camping alone with an old flame for a week. I therefore adore my girlfriend. Although I do trust her, I'm extremely insecure about her spending time alone with someone in this situation because every girlfriend I've ever had has cheated on me. We've been dating for the past 2 years. Since my college town was also her hometown, I got to know her during my final year of college. After I graduated, I moved up to live with her in her college town and got a great job. She has been talking for months about taking a week-long vacation to camp in Maine with one of her closest friends, Kyle, and his girlfriend. She lives 2 hours away from Kyle, so I've never met him, but when I asked her about him, she was really honest with me. Since middle school, he has been one of her closest friends. Over the years, they developed a mild romantic interest in one another. The summer following her high school graduation, she engaged in sexual activity with him, but their relationship never materialized because she had to attend classes, and he eventually met his current girlfriend, Anna. Since then, they've been a couple, so I was all for a trip as a couple. Recently, I learned that the week they had planned would only be my girlfriend and Kyle on the Maine coast camping and spending time alone together for a week. Kyle's girlfriend is also unable to travel due to work commitments, so I won't be able to go. She responded that she had only met Anna a few times, and that although she was aware that my girlfriend and her boyfriend had a sexual history, it didn't bother her because she trusted him and understood how happy they were to see each other in their new state. I can't be that boyfriend, even though I want to tell her no. She said she won't likely see her friend Kyle for a very long time because he is moving to North Carolina in September for a new job. This is the only week off she has between the summer and fall semesters. I have to travel for work, so it wouldn't be fair to expect her to spend her one and only week off from school at home, but I can't help but feel like it would be unfair to me if she ran off with a current or former flame. I find it really strange. This guy will be spending a week in a tent with my girlfriend and our dog. I've never met him. I don't know his intentions. Without coming across as a bossy jerk, how can I tell her that I don't want to go alone together? Update. I made the decision to discuss my emotions with her and observe how she handled them. I advised her to reconsider the situation and go on a group outing rather than camping by herself with him. This is how it transpired. When she finally gets home, she can't wait to show me the new climbing equipment she got for their adventure. Fantastic. When I tell her we need to talk about Kyle and the trip, she gets a little anxious. I started off by inquiring further about her and Kyle's relationship. They seem closer than I had anticipated, based on what I've learned, but this actually gives me comfort. When his father passed away, she was his rock, and when her best friend took her own life, he was hers. No one else can fill the place that he has as a lifelong friend in her heart, and no one else can fill mine as a lifelong partner in hers. I'll just have to accept that and move on. She seems to really like Anna, and based on their conversations, Kyle seems to really like me as well. They're glad the other found someone wonderful and discovered they weren't compatible in the first place. They only tried it out of loneliness after losing significant others in their lives. That's something I can deal with. I tell her that even though it's not practical, I still don't want her to stay in the same tent as him. She says it's okay, that my question is quite reasonable, and she only wants to see me at ease. She says she could try traveling with less stuff in other areas. Nice. I then tell her that I find the trip uncomfortable in and of itself and ask her why she hasn't invited someone else. That's okay, she says. She can invite her friend Allie, who recently returned from Colorado. If Allie wants to go, they can just bring the 4-person tent for the 3 of them and the dog again. Oh, but this was my girlfriend's first sexual experience with Allie, a very attractive and promiscuous lesbian. Well, no. Anyone else? Indeed, her friend Taylor might be a drag, but still, that's all right. You used to hang out with Taylor as well. I've come to the conclusion that the main reason is that I'm jealous, and I don't want my girlfriend to be by herself with someone who finds her attractive. It's not that I don't trust her, rather, it's just that I have this crazy mindset that demands that I prove myself and show up to claim her or something. I have to push past that if I want this relationship to succeed. This journey will be beneficial. When I tell her that, she says that if I'm really that insecure, she doesn't need to go. Together, we can work on it little by little. I say no, I want you to leave. You deserve this 1-week vacation. So enjoy it. We therefore made the decision to travel to Kyle's the following weekend. We are going to get together and have a formal gathering where we will have dinner, have some beer, and play cards against each other. After that, Kyle and I will go out to bars and get to know one another, and she and Anna are free to do as they please. We'll cancel if I tell her that I don't like him. This will definitely help and comfort me, I think. Ultimately, I find my girlfriend's past sexual experiences uncomfortable, but I'm sure mine from my fraternity days terrifies her as well. But I know it's the same as how I can't take my eyes off of her right now. She stated she would still not sleep in the same tent as him and that she could probably rent a few single tents from the outdoor club at the university. Very cool. Update 2. In order for me to meet Kyle and Anna, we drove the 2 hours to his house. Although I was a little anxious to meet him, he was genuinely quite pleasant. We spent some time together, played cards, had some drinks, and chatted. I focused a great deal of attention on the interaction among those three. Despite her claim that she didn't know Anna well, my girl rushed over to give them both an embrace, making it seem as though they had been friends for ages. Her and Kyle caught up and shared many memories from high school, and Anna didn't seem awkward about their friendship at all. I had a nice time hanging out and getting to know everyone for a little while. Our girls are getting fairly inebriated by the time we get them some pizza. Since Anna didn't know where her ID was, Kyle and I decide to go to a bar while our girls attend a party. We go, and for the rest of the evening this kid buys me drinks. It appears that we share a great deal in common, and he seemed like a true kindred spirit. We had a decent conversation discussing skating and music. He told me he was excited to start a new life with Anna in a different state and that he would pop the question to her once he and my girlfriend returned from Maine. He kept praising her for how amazing she was, which was kind of nice, I suppose, the more inebriated she became. He also spent a lot of time talking about how disappointed he is that we were unable to go because he had been looking forward to going on a backpacking trip with the whole group and that it simply wouldn't be the same without Anna and me, respectively. He essentially told the group of extremely inebriated girls to F off when they tried to talk to us and invite them to hang out at their place. After they left, he babbled on about how much he despised sluts, the bar scene, and the idea that someone could possibly fall in love in a single night. He made an effort to reassure me that he and my girlfriend had no feelings for one another and that their hooking up was a very bad moment in their lives. He is upset that at the time, he even put their friendship from childhood in jeopardy by bringing something like that into the picture. They were messed up, lost, lonely, and desperately trying to fill a void that really couldn't be filled at that point. His dad had just died, and he was abusing heroin. She had just lost her best friend to suicide and was self-harming. In addition, he told me how happy she is with me and that he has never seen her happier. He also expressed his gratitude that she found me, that he genuinely cares about her and is happy that she has someone who brightens her day in the same way that I do. We then head to another bar where we play pool and run into some friends. After that, I don't really remember anything because this kid just kept buying shots despite my requests. All I can recall is rolling balls when I woke up in the middle of the night on Kyle's futon by myself. It's almost 4 in the morning. I get up to use the restroom and to check on Kyle, Anna, and my ducking girlfriend. The light in his bedroom is on and I can hear these strange sounds, similar to gasping sounds. I'm getting concerned now. Step off the futon and nearly fall on the unconscious Kyle lying on the ground. All right, enter his bedroom. There. In his bed, lie my girl and his girl. You realize where this is going, don't you? Yes, they are weeping, holding each other and cleaning each other's faces while watching A Walk to Ducking Remember. I am unable to make this work. It seems that we attended a party afterwards, where we met up with the girls and engaged in a lot of sexual activity. Everything went, I believe, better than anticipated. Upon returning home, Anna and my girl began exchanging texts about how much they wanted to live closer, and how uncommon it is to find girls who they get along with, among other things. I therefore make the decision to let her go on this trip. I also did. In the end, she borrowed 2 one-person backpacker tents from friends in her university's outing club and headed out. On my work trip, I had an amazing time. When they emerged from the woods, they made a stop at an internet cafe to send us a large photo album, and they appeared to be having a great time. My girlfriend bought a beautiful handmade hunting knife from an elderly biker dude they met, and they discovered this black sand beach. They brought some home for me. I thought it was cute that they even took the time to draw this large picture in the sand that said, "We miss you, OP and Anna." I can honestly say that I don't think either party betrayed the other on that trip. When I visited, this guy seemed like a really real guy. Not too long ago, he texted me saying he was looking forward to seeing me and my girl at the wedding next summer, and he even posted pictures of him proposing to his girlfriend. I really just find it hard to believe that one. My girl would do that to Anna and still be her friend now. Anna and my girl still text back and forth frequently. 2. Kyle would be unfaithful to a future spouse. 3. My girlfriend and Kyle did, in fact, have genuine feelings for one another. That is, they still do. And 4. Kyle was lying to me. I simply didn't feel that way about these people, and I'm positive that she would have informed me if anything had happened. He was her best guy friend, and I could see why. He was a truly kind, giving man. I'm so glad that I trusted her and overcame my fears. This, in my opinion, has strengthened my sense of security in our relationship, and I don't perceive it as emotional betrayal in the slightest. I've gained some perspective on how to let her live her own life, and doing so has relieved a significant burden from my shoulders. I received my promotion and will be taking over the office in October. We are currently organizing a quick winter trip to the Smoky Mountains during her Christmas break, just the 2 of us. Everything in life is good.